Hello everyone, welcome to week 4. We're just about halfway through the course. So this week we're getting into the leadership challenge, looking at encouraging the heart, that fifth element that they discuss. Really looking at how leaders encourage others, whether it's we're looking at our classroom, how we as teachers encourage our students, or us as the worker bees being encouraged by those that lead us as well. Or even thinking of a grade level or a department, how do we encourage each other to really be the best that we can be to lead and push the organization or the movement forward. We're also going to get into leadership techniques and principles. I'm excited for you. The media this week is a John Wooden a TED Talk that's there. So let's get into what the week is covering. So sorry for the quickness. Just a reminder, as always, the learning outcomes are back up at the top of our syllabus. That you can make that connection of what we're learning compared to what's the expectation of learning. That reminder of the Christian message: by this all will know that you are my disciples, if you have love for one another. I think that's connects really with that encouraging the heart, show that love for our students as we go through. So just encourage you to be reflective that week. How do we show Christ's love to others? Getting into the reading. So it's chapters 10 through 12, which get into encouraging the heart, broken up in those 3 chapters. Then there is an article called Set Up to Fail Syndrome. This is an interesting leadership style conversation. We'll sort of connect with the idea of the transactional leader and how it really affects those that they're leading. And it's research on 2 different studies to see how they interweave with how you lead affects your individual success. Sometimes some like to say, oh no, it's not because of me as the leader, it's because of them and their choices. It's an article to make you think about. And then, as I shared, you're going to get into John Wooden. For those of you that have his picture book, it's called Pyramid of Success. He goes into these building blocks of successful pieces. So we'll talk a little bit about some of those aspects in this video, but a great reflection to really truly think about. If you don't know his background, he again was the coach at UCLA, great winning coach of UCLA, but very humble about it and very much about developing the individual past just being the player themselves. The discussion board for the week has another set of choices for you. The first discussion board question is how you are recognized at your school site, or how you recognize others at your school sites, or ways that you would like to see that improved. The second one is your leadership interview, where you can write a paragraph or 2 about the individuals that you interviewed for your leadership interview paper. So your choice, as a reminder, your initial post should be up by Thursday, where your reflection's done by Sunday of the week. Something is due this week that I've been talking about. That's your business educational leader interview paper. On Blackboard, I did set up an announcement that had a quick video of me reflecting on some of those points, but just that reminder that you want to look at the rubric that's been created as well as the criteria that's been set up, as that's what you'll be graded on. I'm not going to go into it here, but just that reminder that it's due the Sunday of week 4 here. So that shows November the 13th. That Sunday, November the 13th. Also, please remember to continue on your reflection journal entry. 2 key points from your reading, from the article, from the media standpoint that you're recording, as this leads up to your assignment in week 6 of your philosophy of leadership that you're coming into. Last point that I want to talk about is you do have a group assignment that comes up in week 8 that I need to start assigning groups. I would like to give the offer, if you guys have had the opportunity to work in groups and know that there's somebody you would like to work with in a group, to send me an email to let me know who you'd like to work with in the group. I'd like to have that information by the end of this week 4, so again, that's Sunday, November the 13th, an email. If you have no preference of who to work with, I will assign groups by Sunday, so that way everybody knows who is in what groups, so you can work during weeks 5, 6, and 7 to work on that group presentation. I'll go more into it next week about what that is about, but just need to know if you already have an established group that you would like to work with, or somebody new that you'd like to work with, just let me know. Otherwise, I'll be setting up the groups, and it will be somewhat random for me. So any insight that you have. So you'll see an announcement on Blackboard asking for an email again about who you might want to work with in group work. I hope that you have a great week. The reminder, as always, to please call, text, email if you have any questions at all or any way that I can support you. And I look forward to reading your interview papers. As I will tell you, I enjoyed it when I was taking this class, that reflective piece with the business world and the connection to truly the educational world. Have a great week.